Bonjour, bonjour, Sakafet, Sazodia. Welcome. What are you guys saying? What are you guys feeling? Welcome to St. Lucia. Welcome to my home. My name is Ernie George, and I am part of your global sales team. And we are so delighted to have you here with us. And today, I know we're going to take you to a journey that you just never gonna forget. And I'm going to do a nice big shout out to my Canadian friends. Hope you guys are out there. Hope you guys are logged in, ready for that show. Friends from the United Kingdom, Ireland, Europe, USA. Hope you guys are sitting back, relaxed, ready for this. I know we have some new friends in Asia and Africa, Latin America. Michael, welcome. Our Caribbean family, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Trinidad, Dominica, wherever you're from, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and, just stay with us. Get all the updated videos and, stay and see all the beautiful things that we're offering you. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. And staying with St. Lucia is staying with a wonderful product. So today we're going to take a deep dive into St. Lucia's underwater world. Here, as we say, there is as much beauty beneath as there is above ground level for St. Lucia. And if you love diving, you're going to love all the many different species of fishes that we have in St. Lucia. And because we're very tropical, because we're very lush, you find that there are many various schools of fishes in many different parts of the island where they bring all of that color and all of that zest in that underwater experience. The beautiful corals, the beautiful sea creatures we have there, that just makes you want to relax under there, just sip in that air and just navigate your way through this beautiful underwater experience. It's something so exciting, something so relaxing, something so educational, something that would just make you always want to be here. Did you know St. Lucia has over 32 dive sites? Best of all, they are the sites where all levels of divers can dive at the same time, making it convenient and interesting for beginners, intermediate, and advanced divers. So you could go there with a friend who's a beginner, introduce them to it, and just say goodbye and move on to your own advanced world of diving. And over here, we give you a nice map of, the different diving locations in St. Lucia. So for the top, it's just wonderful water, warm areas, beautiful corals. And then you go all the way down south, where you're going to find all the different species of fishes, the wonderful turtles, the eels, the corals, all the beautiful underwater life is in the south. That's where you really want to go. And here, the infographic of what to expect when you're diving in St. Lucia. So other underwater experiences we give you over there, taking a deep dive, the wrecks that you must see, where you should go diving, about the sites, the corals that we have. And as we tell you, St. Lucia has many 5-star PADI certified divers. And talking about certified and professional divers, here's a list of some of the independent divers that you want to know, you want to experience, and you're going to find some of them on this program that we have here for you, just so that you learn a little more about St. Lucia. And some people call it bass, but we like to call it watering holes, some of the different places after diving that you can go and experience a true local atmosphere. And we give you some of the little cocktail glasses to pinpoint where you can go after a dive. Most of the dive operators would know where they are, so they can assist you in really finding those places. And apart from finding the watering holes, all of you travel experts and all of you wonderful divers, we have a list of destination management companies that can assist you in making that booking, arranging the transportation, arranging with the dive operators we have here, and making your trip, your dive trip, more educational and at ease for you and all your divers. And as we move to the next slide, we're going to talk about all the many different ways nonstop. Never has it been so convenient to fly or to get into St. Lucia. And we have lots of wonderful direct flights from some of the major cities, including New York, New Jersey, Dallas, Atlanta, Charlotte, Miami, Chicago, and Canada. As we tell you, we're going to have a little more for you in the fall. We're going to tell you some more about it in the fall. And from Canada, we're going to move to our UK friends, our UK divers. Not forgetting United Kingdom, we have flights out of the British Airways flights that is out of two gateways, which is Heathrow and Gatwick. And we have non-stop from Gatwick 4 times weekly, and you can beat that. From Heathrow, a weekly service, and TUI also operates weekly service out of London Gatwick. So you're from the UK, there's no excuse not wanting to get to St. Lucia. All right, it's going to be something that everybody would want to experience. So now we're going to take you to a wonderful, wonderful site, and we're going to go down south, and we're going to move to I would say a dive company that is known for being local, being a pioneer in discovering a lot of different sites that no other person can. So we take you to Action Adventures with a wonderful friend of mine, Nathaniel, Chester Nathaniel. He is from Action Adventure, and he's going to tell us a lot more about his company and diving in St. Lucia. Take it away, Chester.
Hey, diving in St. Lucia is the best you can get. We've got some of the most beautiful reefs that you've ever seen in the world. We've well protected, and the fact that we've got a lot of beautiful coral. If you're looking for the big, gigantic stuff, you're not going to get it here. But if you're looking for coral and you're looking for beauty, you're looking for the best tiny fish, all the Caribbean fish you can think of, we have it here. From seahorse to frogfish, from sergeant majors to yellowtail snappers, we've got it all. We've got moray eels, we've got green morays, we've got all kinds of eels like sandy spotted ones. You also have the sharp-tailed eels as well. So we've got a whole variety of reef fish and reef creatures, lobsters, crabs, shrimps, name it. You have it here. And so when you come to dive in St. Lucia, you're coming to have an entire 45 minutes dive where you're going to be amazed at every minute of every dive. Favorite spot to dive for me would be Fairyland. One reason is I'm able to do Fairyland at 5 different sites, 5 different ways at the same site. My dad was a fisherman, so I know these waters like the back of my hand, and I dive at different spots. So I can do Fairyland in 20 feet of water, I can do Fairyland in 120 feet of water. So anywhere from there, I can do it from 5 different angles, and it's amazingly beautiful. You've got the wall, you've got the reef, everything put in one. It's amazing. You get to see turtles, you get to see barracudas, you got to get big schools of fish. One of my favorite dives was when I went diving down there, and it's like bright sunny day and it just got cloudy. Looking up, it was a school of Creole wrasse that blocked out the sun, and I was privileged to be right in the middle of it. That was like one of the best experiences ever. Action Adventure divers cater for one-on-one individuals. We don't do the big groups. Our boat, as you can see, is a 25-foot pirogue, and our dive site is less than 5 minutes away from the dive shop. We go with a maximum of 6 people. We do it nice and comfortable, and because we have a lot of tiny stuff, we do not want to have a big group of people trying to see a tiny seahorse. So we want to make sure that when you come, you have personal one-on-one care, and you get to enjoy your experience. If you're thinking of learning to scuba dive, you should. And you better come to St. Lucia. And you better come to Soufrière, right here. If you look at the back of you, this is my pool. This is my pool. This is where you're gonna do your first open water experience. You're gonna go in there with your scuba tank, and right there, I can assure you, you will see lobster, you will see crab, you will see eels and stuff out, and you're just gonna be blown away by the amount of fish. And the colors, if you look further down, you will see your piton right there. Colors are amazing, and the experience, like I've had some experienced divers who tell me, if you come here and dive, you spoil forever. Oh, guess what? We just went out lionfish hunting, and we pretty much do that almost every dive, apart from when we do beginners divers. So these are the lionfish. These are the danger guides of the Caribbean. They are evasive, and so what happened is that these spikes are poisonous. They're venomous, and so we need to be careful that we don't get injured. If you look right there, this is like a hypodermic needle. Straight in there, you don't want to get stung by that. These guys, if you look at the jaw, open pretty wide. They will eat anything and everything that is smaller than them that goes in there. So you got to watch it, and you got to be careful. So it's good that we're getting rid of them, because we want to protect our reef to make sure you and your kids can come down later on in life and enjoy the experience of our beautiful reef and our plenty reef fish as well. And I can assure you, there is not a boring dive in Soufrière, St. Lucia. Come down here, come and enjoy it for yourself. You will definitely have fun.
Oh, Nathaniel, I just love that expert you are in making it happen. Thank you so much for that information. Thank you so much for being here with us. And as Nathaniel exits, we now bring another pioneer to the industry, a man with so much experience, so much knowledge, and a true professional. So we now introduce to you Donovan Brown from Eastern Caribbean Divers. Donovan, come on, tell us all about it, my brother. Tell us about it.
At Eastern Caribbean Diving, we like to tailor your experience to what your expectations are, and that's a primary thing for us. Touch upon your buoyancy before you come. Get a good camera, because there's lots of fantastic underwater scenery that you can take back as your memory with you. The best highlights in St. Lucia for your dive is the variety of critters you will see, the colors. They always marvel at other people. And the quality of our reefs. Despite all of the various things that are affecting reefs around, we still have some fantastic reef and some beautiful colors. They're all beautiful and lovely. Recently we did True Jab. That's in local vernacular, but it means Devil's Hole. And it's a fantastic dive that offers you, how should I put it now? Large sponges, beautiful colors, vases. And it goes right down. You can get, if you're someone who likes to go a little below, say 60 feet, so you still have beautiful colors at that depth. The critters, the colors, the variety, the health of the reef, and how happy our guests have been, those who have enjoyed it. They've compared it to some of the best sites they've seen in the world. In some cases, they say we're better than some of those sites that are promoted more. The biggest thing we get is the wow. And it sounds overrated, but we get it. When we go down for the first time and they see all the beautiful things under the water, they say, oh my God, wow. We just did a couple recently, and their thing was, we should have done this years ago because of how beautiful it is under the water. When they come back and they say, my God, that was fantastic. We have a wreck called Dania Karoo Maroo, and recently we have been taking some guests on it. And every guest we have taken on that wreck, they come back and they said, oh my God, that is so beautiful. That makes me smile. That makes me feel good.
Donovan. You are so good at what you do, my brother. Thank you so much. And you know, St. Lucia is always going to be proud of having so many professionals in there. Thank you, Donovan, for being here with us. And as we exit from Donovan, the St. Lucia Dive Fest. The Dive Fest came along as an opportunity to bring more people into St. Lucia to experience the island, but most of all, to experience diving. It was normally between 3 to 5 days of pure diving. And now we give you just a little recap of our Dive Fest, where we had our first underwater wedding, which was from, again, a dive specialist herself, all the way from Canada, who tied the knot right underneath the ocean. Yes, it's not too late. You could do a renewal even if you married. So, an introduction to St. Lucia's Dive Fest.
St. Lucia Dive Festival is happening this week. Tell us about that.
Amazing, incredible, fantastic. Something that we know people will love, showing the rest of the world that the underwater privileges we have as St. Lucians, we want them to have it by coming down and just explore. See all the wonderful, wonderful corals, fishes, and life we have down there.
Many students are more technically inclined, and this is an area of opportunity for them. So what we did today is allow them to breathe underwater for the first time, and we've also extended the educational open water certification to them, complimentary, which will basically invite them to the professional world of scuba diving.
There are several students who are pursuing their associate's degrees in hospitality, and we thought, why not incorporate the students into Dive Fest, as some of them have a passion for the underwater and would like to pursue a career along these lines.
It's something outside of the educational walls, like rather than a classroom setting. It's out there, you're learning new stuff. And my background as a dancer, I got to apply that here in the pool, which I found was strange. Like, what dance have to do with scuba diving? It was actually a fun experience and I really enjoyed it.
I was scared at first, but towards the end I enjoyed it. Yes, and I hope to do better so I can end up going in the ocean.
What are you looking forward to ultimately with this dive session?
Well, I kind of have a fear of the ocean. I'm hoping that I'll be over that and, I don't know, get to see more.
Found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. But darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Well, we did it, folks. Thanks so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home.
Well, today what we saw was the highlight of the 3rd annual St. Lucia Dive Festival. What we witnessed was the underwater wedding by Julie and Sean. They were a travel agent couple out of Canada, and Julie participated in the 2018 edition of Dive Fest, and of course she was inspired by St. Lucia, so she's back. She's here with us, not just for Dive Fest, but she's also hosting her destination wedding. Dive Fest is the St. Lucia Tourism Authority's target for underwater enthusiasts of all skill levels. So this is the 3rd year. The product is growing. We have Ernie George, who is the lead on it and who's making wonders happen with Dive Fest.
I am still saying to myself, this was 1 year in planning, and for this travel agent to come down and feel that St. Lucia is a destination, it's amazing for us. And what I think is more interesting is the fact that she brought friends with her who are now saying the same thing she said when she came in the first time. This is incredible, and we love that. 5 years from now, I think as of next year, we should grow from where we are. I think we're going to the step of an adventure week with dive being the main component of it. And I think with Dive Fest right now, we have a lot of students and more people getting interested. People on the island wanting to dive is going to be something big for us and the generation to come.
And from here, we take you in the presence of a gentleman who knows so much about the biology, so much about all the micro and all of these wonderful species of fishes and the waters in St. Lucia. So a good friend of mine, I tell you, Andre, and he is from Dive Fair Helen. And Andre is going to tell you so much about St. Lucia and about the world that he is a professional in. Tell us, Andre. Take it away, my friend.
Dive Fair Helen started 29 years ago. We started that business 29 years ago. And I come from a family of artists, St. Omer. And the first thing we did was to design the concept. If you look behind me, you'll see 2 fish, the pitons, and the symbol, the slogan is "Come see and dive Fair Helen." And so we've always had the concept of introducing our customers not just to the wonders that they could experience underwater, but also the interaction with the environment. And diving around the region, one thing that is very unique about St. Lucia is so much more it has to offer to the traditional diver who expects sun, sea and sand. And to that extent, you'd have some folks come down to do a 5, 6, 7 day dive pack. Cut it short because there's so much more on offer. That is what makes St. Lucia so spectacular. The greatest highlight when it comes to water is being able to breathe underwater. Nothing can take that away. But I would have to say some of my more memorable moments has been My initial diving, which was in 82, 83, I worked as a dive master for halcyon days in Viewport. And on that side of the island, everything is grand. Large sharks, large stingrays, barracudas, wrecks, spectacular. This side of the coast is spectacular for color, but that side of the coast is grandeur. And you never forget that. The ability to kneel down on a sandy bottom, tap your tank and have large groupers rush onto you, or be able to pat a stingray because it's so massive you look like minuscule to it and unconcerned about you. It's not the kind of thing that the average St. Lucian or the average divers experience in St. Lucia, but again, I've been diving for 40 years. For me, the most spectacular moments for me are when my customers come up with a smile. And that happens not because I've done something out of the way, more than I've removed myself from the way and just allow them to experience what it is. And that's scuba. That's diving in St. Lucia, that's Dive Fair Helen. First of all, the first thing you experience about night diving is the phenomenon that you are introducing color that you will not be able to experience on a day dive. Everything is almost monotone once you get down to 30, 40 feet, beyond that. But at night, you are introducing light, so all the colors come back. Also, you have a fair amount of organism that is nocturnal. And they come out when you will not necessarily see them during the day, so they come out at night. As I said, Dive Fair Helen has had a policy of introducing people to what makes St. Lucia special. And over the years, we have marketed not just underwater, but the country itself. And one of the fine points about St. Lucia is the amount of effort that has gone into environmental sensitization, awareness, policy, and management. And it's something that I myself worked on. I penned the policy document to regulate the dive sector on the island. I co-signed the famous Leslie M. And when you get the opportunity to explain to people the intricacies of a natural and artificial reef, you see sparks, you see things begin to happen to them. I tell my customers that the diving is just a tool. You are using it, and the intention is for you to use it for objective, whether it be photography, sensitization, awareness, education, environmental work. It doesn't matter, but it's just a tool. Photography is a big thing. Everybody wants to go into photography. But what if you start to study what you are shooting and start to explain to people exactly what they are experiencing? So you can take it to another level, and that's the awesome thing about scuba. That's one of the awesome things about scuba, seeing your customer coming up with a smile.
Thank you, Andre. Always a perfect opportunity to speak with you and meet with you. And from Andre, we just caught up with our good friend from Scuba Steve, our good friend Nick. And I tell you, just the tone in Nick's voice, it just always makes me feel like you gotta go under there and see what it is. So, Nick, always a pleasure. Tell us more about Nick and Scuba Steve. It's all yours now, Nick. Take it away.
I think St. Lucia has historically been known as a destination with diving rather than a diving destination. And that's a misconception and something that we're really hoping that we can change. St. Lucia really does have world-class diving. And you know, if you think about the beauty above the water with our pitons in the background there, St. Lucia really is just as beautiful below the water. The reef system here is vibrant, healthy, and really looks after itself. One of the reasons it does that is because when the land hits the water, it keeps going straight down. And that's what happens with the reef system. So if any weather system is coming across the island, it doesn't have the ability to actually pick up the sand, drop it onto the coral, and actually beat the coral up itself. So the reefs stay beautiful and vibrant all year round, whether there's a storm or not. So we also have fantastic diving, not just down here at the pitons, but all the way up the west coast of the island. And we have different sites that we can dive. Some sites are like little nurseries where we get lots of juveniles. You know, you'll see juvenile moray eels and juvenile jawfish and things like that. You know, and some of the other sites we'll see some more mature coral and possibly some larger life, maybe like some rays, some turtles, some slightly bigger fish. One thing you'll see on almost every site here though is you'll see, you know, thousands and thousands of Creole wrasse, and they kind of look like they're commuting. You know, they've got somewhere to go, and there's this beautiful blue color of them with flashes of yellow, and it's just so memorable when you get under the water. So I think from that perspective, you know, St. Lucia is as beautiful below the water as it is above. One of the things that we're lucky with in St. Lucia is that we can dive both snorkelers and divers on the same reefs. Yeah, so if you're a family who aren't all divers, you don't have to go your separate ways. You know, a lot of dive sites, you actually have to go maybe a mile out into the blue, and then you drop down 15, 20 meters. Yeah, whereas here, because we're diving on the coast, you can have snorkelers in 2 or 3 meters of water and divers at 15 to 20 meters on the same reef. In terms of tips, I think it's the same with diving anywhere in the world. You know, dive safe. Safety is first, and safety is paramount. But after that, yes, we're a safe dive center, but we like to have that Caribbean flair. You know, and St. Lucia is known as one of the most friendly islands, you know, in the Caribbean. One of the things, and I've been coming to the island first as a tourist, and my wife and I, we had said we'd never go back to the same place twice because there are so many other places to go in the world. So we came back to St. Lucia the following year, and again, and again, and again. It's not just about the beauty of the island, it's also the people. The people of St. Lucia, I think, are some of the most friendly people I've ever met anywhere in the world. And the other aspect to them is that they are so proud of their island, and they just love to show it off to people that come to the island. So it really is different to any other island that I've been to in the Caribbean. You know, you come back not just for the beauty of the island, but for the beauty of the people. We will go out with just one customer on the boat. You know, we don't have a minimum number of divers in order for the boat to go out. Just one customer and we go. And if you end up being the only customer on the boat, you pay no extra and you get a VIP experience for the day. What we bring to Scuba Steve's and Dive St. Lucia is we bring the same standards of safety and customer service that we would have coming out of the UK. Yeah, then we apply those standards of safety and service with, as I say, a little Caribbean twist to it. Also, all of our dive masters, dive guides, our office manager are all St. Lucians. Yeah, so we're a local company for the locals. You know, we have a local dive club as well, and we offer discounts to our local customers. So that they can also experience going out and scuba diving and seeing the underwater world of St. Lucia.
Thank you so much, Nick. I mean, I remember a beautiful joke, but it's a pity I can't say it here for everybody to listen to our jokes, but thank you. And now it's where we ask you and we just get out there to say, did you know? Located on the northern side of the Castries Harbor is the site of a World War II vessel and what appears to be the wing of an airplane. It is called Boneyard, home to lobsters, many different sizes of lobsters, and many other tropical fish and marine life. It's something that you would really want to experience. And I bet those lobsters go also tasty. Talking about the Boneyard, there are 2 wrecks that we believe are the 2 wrecks you need to see in coming into St. Lucia. Leslie Nem, I mean, it's something from 1986, 167 feet long. Don't try to get this information off the screen. We can all send it up to you and you could have it. So by the time you get to St. Lucia, you have your information. And the Deni Koyomaru, a 1996 Japanese dragger, 240 feet long. I mean, those are some beautiful sights. And the sea life around this is amazing. Let me tell you that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful place to dive. And as we move to the next slide, we're gonna just show you some of the divers we've had and some of the beautiful things that they've come across, some of the great shots that have been taken from that side of diving. We all know we want to get them out of the water, but they taste oh so good. And the lionfish derby is something that Abaglo, the Divers Association in St. Lucia, they do a wonderful, wonderful lionfish derby. And as part of the Dive Fest every year, we also throw one in. And if you're going to come to St. Lucia on a cruise and you have just those limited 4 to 6 hours of port call, Rainbow Divers is one of those that you need to come mock and just meet them. And believe it or not, Rainbow is being led by a woman and she is amazing in her diving. And guess what? If you have your groups, and take a look at those pitons and take a look at that boat just getting ready to dive those pitons. And those are just amazing experiences that you're going to have in St. Lucia, whether you're a single diver or you're here with a group or you're taking your group down to St. Lucia to dive. I tell you, it's going to be something that you're going to cherish for a long time. And again, we give it to you at the beginning, but here is a list of all or most of the professional independent dive operators on island. So their numbers are there, the information are there. We can also connect you to them. And the infographic, as I said, the Leslie M. Rec, we have it there. And the dive sites is something that you can always go through and just pick which one you want, whether it's north, south, center area, and it's going to be something amazing for you to have at all times. And you know, if you sell St. Lucia, you need to sell dive. And you know, experts sell more. And this is how you become a St. Lucian expert. Your information is going to be here. And everywhere we go, we're taking you along with us. So guess what? The more you sign up, the more you become part of St. Lucia. Meet our team. Connect with us. Odile from the USA. Hortensia and yours truly, Ernie George, Nicole from the UK, Raquel from St. Lucia, Jeraine, Christopher in charge of the Caribbean. And don't forget, you could do more than one island hopping for diving. We could tell you more about this. Annie, who's from Martinique, Guadeloupe, in charge of the French. And I will say to you, connect with us, people. Connect with us. Stay with us. And this is where we take you to Woman Power, a powerhouse, the president of the St. Lucia Divers Association, a well-known diver, a well-experienced diver, and she's going to share some of her dive world experience, knowledge, and her passion. So I introduce to you Iget Mata, also from Eastern Caribbean, president of Divers Association, and an avid diver herself. Iget, tell us about you, girl.
I've been diving for more than half my life now. I'd say about 28 years now. And what I love most about it is that I find it very therapeutic, very relaxing, rejuvenating, and gratifying. I'm actually the first female to have ever received a dual rating as a scuba diving instructor on the island, and that was from 1998. Since then, I have become a master instructor in my field, and because of a lot of the variety of training that I've done, from entry level to professional level training, I have received an Elite Award Master Instructor rating. I'm also, the president of the St. Lucia Divers Association for the second time now. And my biggest accomplishment, I would say, is owning my own business. At the moment, we're doing what we refer to as our North project and also a BioRock project simultaneously. And the main purpose of those projects is to increase the variety of elkhorns and staghorn corals that we have lost a lot over the years in the northern areas. We've seen the degradation of the reef over the years, and because of the increased use and stresses by both man and natural disasters, we want to make sure that we do our part to conserve and preserve our underwater world for our future generations. So at the moment, we involve in our coral restoration projects where we practically plant coral under the water, just like how you do your garden on land. We have a lot of enthusiastic young people participating in the program. They've been trained from entry level up until rescue diver at the moment. And as we speak, they're currently in my backyard building the coral trees that we're going to be planting soon. So I find it's a very worthwhile and productive project. We also have engaged a young lady who is in school at the moment on her 3rd year at university, and she is capitalizing on that project to do her research work for her education and to get her credits. So we have a lot going on at the moment, and I'm really excited about it. We're looking forward to commercializing the project at the end so those youngsters can take ownership of it and start generating income by organizing eco tours. What we've noticed is, and this is why we've targeted a lot of the school kids, because we recognize that with a lot of our adults, it's kind of hard to change their habits. So we want to engage the young people with, you know, who have the real fresh minds and eager to learn new things. We want to engage them because they are the ones that are going to be the future. St. Lucia is right on par with the rest of the world. And I didn't just say that. I say that because of all of our customers, our clients, our divers who've been coming to us, who have visited other parts of the world, like the Great Barrier Reef, Borneo, and you know, those places that are mostly talked about. And they say to us all the time, those places have nothing on you guys. Yeah, so we are on par with the rest of the world when it comes to diving in St. Lucia.
Again, that was fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. Friends, in St. Lucia, we are very serious about protecting and conserving our natural environment, including our marine parks. At this time, let's hear from the chairman of the Soufriere Marine Management Authority, Ricky Alexander. And in St. Lucia, we just say SMMA. So, Ricky, take it away.
The Soufriere Marine Management Area, the SMMA, is part of a network of 285 MPAs, marine protected areas within the Lesser Antilles, the Central Caribbean, including Belize and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Marine protected areas are areas of the ocean that are restricted or prohibited for the purposes of environmental protection, for socio-economic benefits, and of course for cultural resources as well. At the SMMA, we manage an area of 11 kilometers of water, coastline, which includes marine reserves, fishing priority area, recreational areas, and multi-purpose areas. All of this is designed to ensure that we protect the marine ecosystem in a manner that is socially acceptable, environmentally sound, and of course economically feasible. At the SMMA, we take an integrated approach to the resource. We have set up numerous moorings and buoys so that yachts, dayboat charters who use the marine space in a sustainable manner can anchor in this to avoid that the anchors from damaging or impacting the corals. So the yachties, when they come here, they are within an area that has amazing biodiversity unique geographical features, beauty and splendor. They can afford to see the wonderful scenery and the recreational activities. They can go to the pitons, the botanical garden, they can tour the rainforest, and of course the warmth and hospitality of the people, as well as the safety within which they are able to function, all adds to the mystique and the beauty of our wonderful community of Soufrière and what we do within the SMMA. We want to encourage and employ people to come and see what we have to offer, enjoy that beauty and that splendor. We have wonderful dive sites, snorkeling, underwater scenery, amazing activity, and all that's done within. We have our marine rangers who are committed and passionate about what they do in terms of environmental conservation and ensuring that within the SMMA, the Marine Protected Area, that the use of the area is done in a manner that leads to environmental protection and, of course, sustainability. What sailors can expect when they come here in Soufrière, in our wonderful community, is most importantly they have a safe area in which they can use our moorings and to stay. And safety is a critical element of what we do to ensure that sailors and our guests are comfortable and are relaxed as well as they enjoy the beautiful area. Of course, the area within the SMMA, it's full of rich biodiversity, you have healthy reefs, amazing dive sites, in which that we have also wonderful services. We have the Soufrière Yacht Servicing Association. These are the boat guys who are authorized to provide that kind of hospitality and assistance to sailors and yachtsmen, so that all the things that they need, the services, whether it's ice, whether it is bread, food and fruits and vegetables, all of that is provided. So we provide an array of services within comfort and experience within a safe and relaxed environment. As a conservationalist, it gives me great joy to see that we can take care of Mother Nature, take care of our natural resources in a sustainable way, to ensure that we manage it for the use of all the users, for recreational purposes, for the community, so that they can enjoy the beaches, they can have a wonderful, relaxed environment for our sailors and our yachtsmen, for those who snorkel and scuba dive. And so it is a joy and pleasure for us at the SMMA with the rangers and our staff to ensure that visitors get an amazing experience that will forever echo in the chambers of the mind. So it gives us great joy to see that we manage this area in a sustainable manner, and so we urge them when they come in to be able to pay their mooring fees and the yacht conservation fees and the entrance fees to the marine park, so that they can enjoy the wonderful use of the park. So we can keep it sustainable, we can ensure that the environmental benefits and protection, the conservation of fisheries, which is important for sustaining livelihoods, a rich source of protein for our farmers, for our fishermen, and the vegetables and fruits from our farmers as well are services that our yachts people and of course our sailors can enjoy. As part of our program and activities in managing the SMMA, our Marine Protected Area, we have the demarcation that we do to ensure that we have snorkeling, recreational areas, fishing priority areas. All of that is managed within a sustainable manner. And of course, programs of education and awareness and sensitization, so that we ensure that the residents, the people, understand the importance of the marine space, understand the importance of conserving the natural resource. The SMMA is part of the World Heritage Site, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which includes the Sulphur Springs Park, the Piton. So the SMMA aspect of the World Heritage Site is the beautiful underwater scenery, the fisheries, the coral reefs, the dive sites, and all that wonderful experience that we have here. So we invite yachties, we invite visitors to come in and enjoy and get that beautiful experience within a World Heritage Site setting, and of course the beautiful ambience, the joy, the splendor of the picturesque sites will ensure that you have an amazing experience that we will never forget.
See the penguins jumping off the white ice floe. Would you
right. Well, thank you, Ricky, for keeping the natural environment in check. And now we move south, way south, to Scuba St. Lucia. And my dear friend, Bradley Joseph is going to tell us some great stuff about Scuba St. Lucia. Bradley, Saka Fetman. Tell us, Bradley. Tell us.
In my opinion, the best thing about diving in St. Lucia is the quality of our reefs. We have reefs like no other around the world. As you know, the population of coral is dying around the world, and what makes us stand out rather than any other place is the quality of our reef. We have nice soft coral, we have nice stony coral as well, pristine conditions, and I think that separates us from any other dive destination in the world. One of my favorites is called Superman's Flight at the base of the PT Piton. The reason I like it very much is because it's very colorful. It's one of our most colorful dive sites. It has a lot of pristine coral, and it's one of the dive sites you're gonna get a nice drift. So it's almost like you're going on a ride and you just sit back, get your buoyancy perfect, and then just enjoy the ride. We adopt this concept of luxury diving where we try to take care of every need of our guests, from setting up your gear to making sure that you're alright, taking you down safely and bringing you back up safely, dismounting your gear, rinsing it, and hanging it up for you. So at the end of the day, all the guest has to do is walk on the boat, put the gear on, dive, and go back to their room with a smile on their face. Apart from diving, we offer a lot of courses that you can take, from enriched diver courses, open water courses, up until Dive Master. We also do the lionfish course, where you can actually help us play our part in getting rid of lionfish population on the island. So we cater to large groups and small groups. We try to make it very easy for the groups. We offer services like locker rooms, which is very close to the beach, so guests don't have to carry their stuff so far, right? As soon as you're done diving, all you do is put your stuff in the locker, which is right next to the beach, and then you make yourself comfortable and you just head back to your room, nice and easy. The most exciting thing I've seen underwater, and it has to be hands down, the nurse shark. It's always special to run into the nurse shark because it's very rare, right? And when you do see them, they're very docile. They just lay there and you get time to spend with them, right? I also like running into turtles. Turtle has to be my number one as well. Very intelligent creatures, and they're just so fun to be around, so fun to spot. First of all, you need to have, if you can, try to keep your buoyancy perfect, right? If you have a camera, bring it along, because you never know what you're gonna find. We have so much to offer, so much rare species of animal to offer, such as seahorses, frogfish, and octopus. Those are things that people travel all over the world to try to find, and luckily for us in St. Lucia, we have it in abundance. So make sure you carry your camera with you, and make sure you have positive buoyancy, because we want to keep our reef pristine.
Thank you so much, Bradley and Scuba St. Lucia. And we move from south and we're gonna head back north. We're gonna head back north to a little area where so many of you get a chance to visit. We're gonna move to the Sandals Dive Center. And there with us is someone I had a great privilege once upon a time to work with. I could say he was my supervisor. And we're gonna introduce Wendell John from Sandals Dive Center. Wendell, my friend, how's it going over there? Tell us the good news. Tell us the great stuff, Wendell. We're listening.
The best thing about diving in St. Lucia is the brilliance of colors of our reef. We're a little bit, especially in the in the town of Soufrière. Our dive sites in that area, because of the topography of the bottom, is quite deep, and because of that, you have a lot of cleaning up of our reefs through our currents. The color is amazing, which sort of lends an advantage when comparing us to other islands in the Caribbean. My favorite dive site, and one of the dive sites that it's a must, it's just like when you go to New York, you have to see the Empire State or the Statue of Liberty. You have to dive Superman's Flight when you come to St. Lucia. Superman's Flight got its name from the movie Superman 2. There was a clip where Superman was actually diving down the side of the pitons, and if you dive, you just continue doing the same thing down to 60 feet. It is absolutely amazing. There's always a mild current on that dive, so this is where the term Superman's Flight comes from, in addition to diving. What you do is when you get down, you just relax. If you want to spread your arms like a Superman, like he did, and then whilst you're enjoying, viewing all the beautiful reef and different types of fish, you're going to just have that current just slowly drift you down the reef. So it's really an enjoyable and fantastic dive site. The second one for me, my favorite, is also called Coral Gardens. It was one of the first sites that I did when I started diving. And like I said, just amazing color, amazing beauty, it just blew me away. Superman's Flight is at the base of Petit Piton, and Coral Gardens is at the base of Gros Piton. If you're a certified diver, when you come down to the island, we advise you to make an investment in your own dive equipment. The reason being, you try different dive shops and you always use some other rental equipment, which can work, but it's nothing like having your own pair of shoes. Okay, so invest in your own dive equipment. If you're doing dive training right now and you head back home, there are plenty of dive shops. Scuba Pro is the brand that I recommend, and there are obviously different levels, so you want to do that. In addition to investing in your own dive equipment, you want to ensure that you get very comfortable when you're diving, and one of the ways that you can do that is by taking a PADI course called the Peak Performance Buoyancy Specialty Course, and that is for certified divers. Let's face it, you get certified today, you're not going to be an expert diver tomorrow. So when you reinvest in your education by doing the Peak Performance Buoyancy course, it really helps you balance under the water. So you're not going to be bobbing up and down, overexerting yourself, using up a lot of air, and also avoids you from crashing into the reef. Number one, so you don't damage our very valuable coral, and number two, to protect yourself also from the dangers that can be underwater. In St. Lucia, the epitome of scuba diving is an experience staying at Sandals Resorts International. And the next morning, you gear up yourselves and you are privileged to be able to enjoy an experience with our amazing professional dive crew on one of the best dive boats internationally known, that's Newton dive boats, that we offer. For ease of entry and exit into the water, for safety, for sturdiness, comfortability, we use also adventurer catamarans as well in some of the other properties. With Sandals, we pride ourselves by serving the highest quality in dive equipment, which is Scuba Pro. In every aspect of our water sports department, we have the best of the equipment used to offer service to folks, okay? So as it relates to our water skiing, it would be Mastercraft boats. As it relates to diving, it would be Scuba Pro equipment and the Newton dive boats. This is the best you can find. So with Sandals, and obviously this is all encompassed by the great and amazing attitude of our dive instructors and our boat captains. Safety for us is paramount. What would make me smile and what makes you smile about St. Lucia is just simple euphoria. St. Lucia is very blessed in that we have a little bit of both. We have the white sand beaches, the black sand beaches, we have the mountains, we have the rivers. Taking a drive down the west coast of this island is absolutely euphoric. It's absolutely relaxing. It tones you down at the end of the week. I do it as a local. On a Sunday, I take a drive down to the west coast and just driving through the mountains and seeing the waterfalls, especially on a rainy day. It's really a way to just detox and just to relax. So this is the island you definitely want to make it one of the items on your bucket list before you pass on.
Wendell, thank you so much, my friend. Don't forget, you still owe me that drink. Don't forget, if you owe, you got to pay. You've been sitting there for a while. You've had some water. You didn't drink wine. You were trying to be good today. So it's our turn to be good to you right now. we have some prizes, and I know our Global Roadshow is known for some amazing prizes. So guess what? Are you ready to win? Are you ready to get a prize? So we're now gonna move into our prize giveaways. And there it is now. Time for winning a prize.
T1.
Sakafet, all our dive enthusiasts. Oh, we have some amazing prizes to give away today. Thank you, Ernie, and to our partners for such an inspirational event this far. If you're still with us, thank you for being here today and allowing us to inspire you. That underwater wedding was truly inspirational. So, as usual, as we've been doing this whole summer, all registrants have been entered into a random selector, and my team, my global team, is assisting me in selecting a winner. Are you ready? Are you really, really ready? Let's dive into some prizes. Our first prize is a $100 gift voucher courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And the winner is Lola Panetta. Congratulations, Lola Panetta. You've just won yourself a $100 gift voucher courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. Prize number 2 is a bottle of Chairman's Reserve rum courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And the winner is Maria Cunningham. Congratulations, Maria Cunningham. You've just won yourself a bottle of Chairman's Reserve rum courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. Prize number 3 is a Hotel Chocolat chocolate hamper courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. Yummy, yummy. And the winner of this fabulous prize is Roy Grage. Congratulations, Roy Grage. You've just won yourself a lovely Hotel Chocolat hamper courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. We have another $100 gift voucher to give away courtesy of St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And the winner of this amazing prize is Barbara Morrison. Congratulations, Barbara Morrison. You've just won yourself a $100 gift voucher courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. Prize number 5 is $400 Eastern Caribbean dollars towards your dining experience at the fabulous Big Chef Steakhouse in Rodney Bay. And the winner of this amazing prize is Amy Hobbins. Congratulations, Amy Hobbins. You've just won yourself $400 Eastern Caribbean dollars towards your dining experience at Big Chef Steakhouse in Rodney Bay. Prize number 6 is another fabulous chocolate hamper courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And the winner of this prize is Congratulations, Laura Field. You've just won yourself a Hotel Chocolat hamper courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. Moving on to prize number 7, we have 50% off your dive package with Dive St. Lucia Scuba Sea Diving for one lucky diver. And the winner of this prize is Laurie Comfer. Congratulations, Laurie Comfer. You've just won yourself 50% off a dive package with Dive St. Lucia Scuba Sea Diving. Prize number 8 is another bottle of Chairman's Reserve rum, courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And the winner is Carol Smith. Congratulations, Carol Smith. You've just won yourself a lovely bottle of Chairman's Reserve rum, courtesy of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. And last but by no means least, we have 3 nights for 2 at Anne Chasnay with breakfast and dinner, plus a scuba diving course for beginners or 3 dives for certified divers. Who would like to win this prize? Let's see you in the chat. And the winner of this amazing prize is, drumroll, David Levine from Blue Earth Escapes LLC. Congratulations, David Levine. You've just won yourself 3 nights for 2 at Anne Chasnay with breakfast and dinner, plus either a beginner course or free dives for you. Congratulations to all our winners, and back to you, Annie.
Oh my God, I'm a little jealous of those prizes. It's so sad when you work and you can't win. I mean, congratulations to all of you winners. And you know, with us at the authority, we have no losers. You're just a non-winner presently. And our global roadshows, you know, all the nuggets are available for your convenient download. And our global team will help you navigate the waters to the best diving experience money not can buy, but money can get you. Um, it's good to be here. But guess what? I got to go and prepare for some more of those road shows and some more greater events. So, on behalf of the global sales team, this brings us to the end of our Dive Global Roadshow series. You know, but never the end to St. Lucia's inspiration. We'll be back. New KVA. We're going to be back. And when we get back, it's going to be more fun. It's going to be more excitement. It's going to be more entertainment. It's going to be more education. So remember, those FS are good now. Grab them. And you have one life. So live it and dive into St. Lucia. Until next adventure, don't ever forget to remember. Don't ever forget, but remember to subscribe, join us, get with us, and most of all, let her inspire you. Thank you and see you soon.